Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. Whatever you hold in your mind, you will experience as true and as real in your body now. In this video, we're going to talk about the power of mental rehearsal, the power of visualization to achieve greater success, to achieve, manifest, create the life that you want. And we're going to look at what science says and how science has actually demonstrated this. I'm going to also give you an example of, in my personal life recently, a few days ago, how I use mental rehearsal to help me win and complete a Spartan race. And then I'm going to give you the process, how to actually do it, how to apply mental rehearsal to help you achieve, create, and bring whatever it is that you want in your life. So let's go straight into this video, guys. Now, before we get started, I want to thank you for being here and watching this video. If you want to see more of this type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and help me grow this channel and community, guys. Now, I want to start by sharing this amazing study that was done on the power of mental rehearsal at the University of Chicago. And basically what they wanted to do is really check out, does mental rehearsal has actually a benefit in the result that we have, okay? And so what they did is that they took 3 different groups of basketball players, okay? And first thing that they did is that they measured their actual performance when it comes to free throws during basketball, yeah? After that initial test, they sent them away for 1 month, and each group was assigned a different task. The first group for 1 month was to do nothing, so no practice, nothing, okay? The second group was to physically practice doing free throws every day for 1 hour, okay? And the third group was to use mental rehearsal, so to sit and in their imagination for 1 hour every day, mentally rehearse doing successful free throws in their imagination. At the end of the 1 month, they bring them back all together and they had them do the test again and measure the difference. Obviously, the first group had no improvement at all, so nothing surprising there. The second group, who practiced for a month, had a 20% rate increase in successful free throw, which was also expected. Now, where the surprise really came was the third group that only did mental rehearsal. At the end of 1 month of only visually seeing themselves practicing and hitting the successful free throw, their score improved by 23%. That is only 1% less than the group who physically practiced. And so what this little study has demonstrated is the power of mental rehearsal and how the body responds to the pictures we hold in the mind over and over and over again. And so since then, they've done tremendous amount of studies, right? They've done it for piano players, they've done it on placebo and nocebo effect and surgery and healing and all type of different studies, and always it shows the same result. Mental rehearsal works because your mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So neurochemically, what happens is that what you hold in your mind, your body responds to. And this can be demonstrated very simply. If you just close your eyes and you imagine a juicy lemon or lime, right? And you take it and you lick it and you can feel the sourness. If you really imagine it, in that moment, so fast you can imagine and you can respond, even though there was no lime or lemon. So that shows you in a matter of moment how powerful your imagination is. And so a lot of people dismiss and misuse imagination because instead of using it to create the future that we desire, we use it to worry, to be anxious, to create arguments, to create conflict, to attack other people in our imagination, or to just perpetuate lack and scarcity, right? We use it to imagine, I'm gonna be broke, it's not gonna work out, people are gonna judge me, what if this happened? And so without us knowing, we misuse the power of our imagination. But the challenge is that when you do that, you are also creating your future, because imagination is always active and your mind always responds to where you give your attention in your mind, whether it is good, empowering or not. Now, I want to share a personal story that happened in my life and how I used mental rehearsal to help complete a 10K Spartan race just a couple of days ago. Okay, so if you don't know what a Spartan race is, it's basically a 10-kilometer race. Okay, and in that 10-kilometer race, you got 25 obstacles. So obstacles like rope climb, monkey bars, carrying buckets, picking up things off the floor, all this kind of activity, like a military boot camp in some form, okay? And so I signed up for that event and I was training for it, obviously, right? By running, by going to the gym, by following the plan. But obviously there was only so much I could do because I don't have access to all those obstacles, right? So what I ended up doing is that as the race came closer, I would see the list of obstacles I would have to face, and I would sit in relaxation and I would one by one visualize myself going through every single obstacle successfully. And I did that many times the day prior to the race. So what that did is that it started preparing my mind to go through those obstacles. So even though I've never done it physically because I don't have access to so many of those obstacles, in my imagination I practiced going through those obstacles. So I was teaching myself, training myself in my imagination to go through those obstacles with the proper technique, the proper speed, the proper ease, to see myself successfully and easily going through those obstacles, okay? Now, finally, the race came and it was my first experience. I had no prior knowledge or experience of it, okay? So I didn't know what to expect and I went for it. And so simply my goal was to finish the race in less than 2 hours and pass every single one of the obstacles. And what actually happened is I ended up finishing the race in 1 hour 46 minutes and passing 24 of the 25 obstacles, just failing on the hardest obstacle at the end. And for me, that was a big success. What I noticed going through those obstacles during the race is that even though it was the first time I saw them, I felt familiar. I already knew how to go with them. I had more confidence, I had more ease, I had less doubt. I was just trusting myself and going for it. And that was thanks to the mental rehearsal. So doing that mental rehearsal, that mental preparation before the race actually showed me and taught me and trained me to successfully go through those obstacles during the race. Now, you see, this is how you apply mental rehearsal or visualization, whatever you want to call it, in your life to help you achieve greater success, to help you perform better, to help you heal, to help you make more money, to help you grow your business, to help you grow your relationship, to help you attract, manifest whatever you want, because using your imagination is one of the greatest assets that we have. Whatever we can hold in your mind and whatever we can give our attention to, we give life to it. And if you can do it over and over and over again, you will be amazed by the result that will unfold in your life. So the question is then, how does it work? I'm gonna give you exactly what I do and how I do it. It's extremely simple. The blueprint, the step-by-step is exactly this. Number one, you sit in a place where you can relax, okay? You sit and for a few minutes, you just take nice, deep, slow breath. And you simply allow for 2-3 minutes to relax, okay? That's all there is to it. Relaxation opens the subconscious mind and makes you more receptive to what you're gonna imagine, all right? Now, the second step is once you are relaxed, you go in your imagination and you create a scene, a little movie. So for example, what does that movie look like for me going to Spartan? I will see myself in the race, finishing the race, feeling good, crossing the line, right? Then I will see myself in every single one of the obstacles. So I will see myself doing the monkey bars. I will see myself climbing the rope, hitting that bell. I will see myself carrying that bucket. I will see myself successfully going through every single obstacle in as many detail as I could see. And then I'll take a deep breath in, open my eyes and go back to my business. That's the process of visualization. Okay, that's all there is to do. So pick a scene, see yourself successfully doing the presentation at work, see yourself having already achieved what you want. So that's all there is to mental rehearsal. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can either focus on the end result, so you see yourself having achieved what you want, right? So for example, if you're doing a presentation at work, you see yourself having successfully pitched that sale or pitched that project or doing that presentation, and you see other people congratulating you for how great it was, right? Or you can actually see yourself performing great in a certain way, improving in a certain way. So for example, if you're in sales, you can see yourself talking to prospect, talking to client, pitching, overcoming objections, being in the flow, creating amazing rapport. So just being better at the process or the behavior of doing something, okay? Those 2 works. It really depends on what are you trying to achieve, what are you trying to grow, where are you trying to develop. So the question would be simply to know what is my outcome, and based on that outcome, create a scene, and over and over and over again, see that scene being played out in your mind, and try to really feel good in it, feel really successful, make it really easy. And when you're done, open your eyes, take a deep breath, and then simply go and live the rest of your day. This is the simplest way you can use mental rehearsal, and I would strongly invite you to every day in the morning when you wake up, make some room to see yourself living, creating, having, being, doing what you want in your life, and before bed and falling asleep doing the same exact thing. Why? Because those are the two times where your mind is most receptive to new information. So this is the most important time for you to reprogram your subconscious mind. All right, guys, so this is how you can use mental rehearsal to achieve more success, to manifest more things in your life. Use it and let me know what you think down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more of this type of video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and share this video, and we'll see you next time. Be well.